Hey, what's going on? The Viking Marketer here. What you're about to watch is not only going to fix a lot of the interpersonal skills that you may or may not have, but it's also going to be able to let you make money in all of your money-making activities. And what I mean by money, I mean more money. You're going to make more money in all aspects of your life because you're going to eliminate some stuff and add some stuff. So get ready to learn the stuff that you need to add and you need to eliminate from your life, your vocabulary, so we can start making you some more money. Hey, I'm the Viking Marketer, and this is my business partner and fellow founder of Digital Freedom Movement, Kellen Chivy. Since 2017, we went from mechanics busting our knuckles every single day, never getting days off, to unlocking freedom for ourselves and helping thousands of other people just like yourself do the exact same thing. Subscribe and tune in and see how we're creating freedom for thousands of people. What is going on, all you beautiful, amazing, fantastic DFMers? What is happening? What is happening? Hope you're all having blessed days. Pumped to be here with you on this fine Saturday morning. It's my little guy's B-day today, turning the big 6. Spider-Man was shooting lots of webs of celebration this morning for him. So it was really good. Anyways, how's your guys' morning going? How are the blessings coming to you guys today? I would love to know that. I'd love to know what you guys are working on, what questions you have. How can I possibly elevate your life and your business in any capacity? I want to know, or how can I possibly celebrate you guys? I also want to know that. Like that's what it's all about. It's me. I'm here for you guys. I'm here to serve you guys. How can I elevate that shit? Because I know that there's next levels for you. I know that there's a lot more success coming your way. So we gotta get you there, baby. We just gotta get you there. Are you guys feeling it? Hit me up in the chat. If you're feeling it, you're feeling good this morning. I'm feeling good this morning, man. I got some good topics to talk to you guys about. Pump, but first I want to hear from you guys. Hear what questions you got for me, so I can make sure that I show up properly for ya, and we go from there. But yeah, guys, some of the stuff I'm going to talk to you guys about. So one is assuming the sale. I'm sure you guys have all heard that. What does assuming the sale really mean, right? Like, what does that mean? Because I think there's so many different definitions out there that it's just sometimes I think the actual message gets lost. And it's just like when people say fake it till you make it. So many people say these things, and then there isn't sorry, I was just reading something. If I lost it, fake it till you make it. So many people think that you have to change yourself and not be authentic to yourself and fake the success you're having and all that good stuff. And that's not what it's about at all. What it's about is faking the habits that other people have so you can create the same success and stuff. So it's the same kind of concept as that, but I'm going to dive into it. So they're assuming the sale. And then I'm going to get into like how like what words are not assuming the sale, so you can take those out of your vocabulary and really help you out there. And then on the end of it, I'm just going to show you how to be switching over to the other side of the table. And what I mean by that is when you're on this side of the table and they're on that side of the table, you're oppositions, right? And the point of sales is to be able to get yourself over to working with them, helping them, right? Because nobody wants to be sold. Nobody wants to ever be sold. But so often we sit on the other side of the table saying words that aren't going to help, doing actions that aren't going to help, asking questions that aren't the right questions, and are hammering the person to sell them. And that's not what you want to do. Like, you want to help somebody with their life. You don't want to sell them on a bunch of bullshit. Like, nobody wants to hear bullshit. So let's get you over to the other side of the table, get you working with them and partnering with them to be able to get them to where they want to be. And that's what you want to be doing. So I'm going to show you all those kind of tactics. So this is going to be a money one. But before I get into any of that type of stuff, I want to know your questions. I want to know your intentions. I want to know why you're here today. what I can possibly serve you with, and what questions I can ask for you. I want every single person that's on this chat right now to ask me a question. I know, Corey, you're already on here, and I got your question. So if you have any more questions on top of that, I will answer the question that you submitted. And great job, man. I just want to celebrate you for submitting that question, because I really appreciate it. Everybody should be submitting questions. I'm not getting enough questions. So many people in this community, so many people sitting inside their comfort zone and not asking the questions. So they're not getting the answers, and they're not going to get to where they want to be. And they sit in a place like this, not moving. So let's always get you guys moving. Let's always get you guys going to that next level and rising to the top. So great job, Corey. Thank you very much for submitting that question. I appreciate you, and I'm glad that you're so dedicated to your future. You're not only on here, but you're submitting questions. So I want to know from everybody else what questions you guys got. Is there anything else that you guys got? While I wait for those, I will go into the question that Corey asked. So great stuff, buddy. So if you don't purchase an ad product and just post ads, will you get paid for that? So how the process works? Should I start drawing? Renee, what do you think? Should I start drawing right now, or should I just vocally explain? What do you think? Because I'm going to be drawing a whole bunch. What do you think, bro? Should I start drawing the example for this, or no? Go vocal. Renee harps on me all the time because of my virtual writing skills. All right, cool, man. Thanks for the advice. Appreciate you, bro. But Corey, okay, so if you don't purchase a magic product, can you just post ads and make money from that? And the simple answer, very simple, is yes. Of course you can, man. That's how we've designed this process, is so anybody from any walk of life can come in here and maximize their dollars. Okay, so I'll give you kind of an example of the two different facets of this. Okay, so let's just say that you don't have a Magic ID, which is essentially your franchise. Okay, that is having a franchise business. Let's just pretend like it's a brick and mortar business where people can go enter and buy a bunch of stuff, and then you can continue to scale up your inventory and make more money from that. Cool. And then you got the self-employed, which is you're just working for yourself, and you're the one that's constantly going out there, and your potential of earning just limits a little bit there. Okay. So let's go into the way that you're talking about no product. That's cool. The process works the exact same way, exactly the same. There's legitimately no difference in any of the training. You go through it all the same, you do the exact same actions, all of those type of things. So when somebody eventually enrolls into Digital Freedom Movement and they go through the coaching process and they purchase their own franchise, because you don't have an Enagic ID, what will happen is Enagic can't directly pay you because you don't have a franchise with them. But you can still get paid because you're an affiliate of them, but you're affiliate through a different franchise. So it won't be Enagic paying you, it will be the franchise that's paying you. So in this case, it will be me that pays you. So let's just call this person Joe Joseph. Great name, Joe Joseph. And Joe Joseph comes in and enrolls under your affiliate ID. You'll get paid 33%. Let's just say he enrolls with your Freedom Elite. So you'll get paid $123 USD for that sale. So boom, you made $123 for that USD, and then he goes through and he purchases a trifecta. Let's just say he purchases a trifecta that I did, which is the K, an ESPA, and Ukon. He does that, and that's $600 worth of commission. So as soon as I get those checks, I e-transfer you $600. So that sale would end up being $123 USD and then $600 Canadian, because that's how they'd be coming into me. So yes, the process would all work the same, but it would just limit you because you don't have a franchise to be building your inventory, your employees, all of that type of stuff inside the franchise, and you're just over here on the self-employment, you'll be capped at making 1 point of commission, which $600 ain't bad. I don't know about you, making that in one day. I never did that prior to online business. But yeah, you'll be capped at that, and you won't be able to have any employees that are working for you that are trading their time to make you money. And then the difference on the other side is if you do have a franchise, so say like you purchase a solo, dual, trifecta, quad, any of those things, okay? What will happen is you'll be able to start making more income, okay? And you'll be able to start bringing in, like say after a couple sales, you'll rank up to say like 2A, you'll make double the commission. So instead of making $600, making $1,200. And then let's just say that Joe Joseph comes in and starts making some sales, then you start making money off of his sales as well because he's employed by you, whereas his franchise is affiliate with yours, and then you make money that way. So I hope that makes sense to you. Corey, if that doesn't, please let me know. But those are the two different ways, and nothing is set in stone. So let's just say that you do go in and you start making some sales. Joe Joseph comes in, you're like, bro, I got some money now. Let's scale this up. I want my own franchise. You can purchase a franchise at any point in time as well. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. Please let me know if that does or doesn't, if I over-explain that, under-explain that, any of those type of things. So please let me know in the chat here, please. Okay. Let me go through these other questions, and I can always come back to this one. Perfect. Awesome, Corey. So the organic stuff in the back office, I updated those at the beginning of this year. They're based off some of those other videos that I sent you, Renee. A lot of it is, but it's based off like 3 different trainings that I purchased, and I went through and I used and I compiled the best that I could find of all the 3 platforms that I was working on for organic to help me increase my organic game. So I just kind of combined all 3 of them and then put them all into one, and then updated the training. So that I updated that, I think in like February or March this year. So it's all still relevant, and all of them will still work. And if any of you guys haven't got to the organic section or haven't dove into the organic section, and maybe you're struggling with some posts or how to align yourself, there's legitimately so many different strategies that I've put in there, types of posts that you should be doing, and ways to make posts like quick, easy, fast, on the go. So you should never have an issue with that, as well as, so those strategies are in there, creating posts, and I'm giving you like, I don't know, like 50 different posts that all convert and everything like that in the back there. And then as well as there's different strategies of how you should be posting on a daily basis that are gonna like draw people into you, that will start just like forking over their money for you. So that's also in the back office. So if you guys are struggling with content at all, like please make sure you go to that organic section and go through it. Like there's just so much good stuff. Even if you're not going into groups and posting in groups and all that, go there, take those posts, use them, really start taking up your business to that next level. So I hope that makes sense, Renee. Just let me know if there's any other questions on that or anything like that, or anything that I can help direct you with that. Awesome, guys. All right, was there any other questions you had for me before I start jumping into these next things? All right. Let's get the digital board out. Let's start making fun of Mark, and let's have some fun, guys, as I continue to try to increase my skills here on trying to draw virtually. So let's get this going here. Okay, so what we're going to go over first is, and please guys, let me know if you have any questions that pop up as I go through this with you, or any other examples, or anything else. I have no problem stopping and answering your questions, so please let me know when you have them. Okay, let's go up here. Yes. All right, set myself up. So let's just start with the assuming a sale. Okay. Okay, where did that even go? Oh, I see. It's because I have my keyboard set up for something else. Okay, so I have to fix that. Okay, let's stop. Let's share for a sec. Technology, right? Okay, so whiteboard. I don't want my whiteboard over here. Why did my screen share pause? Oh, guys, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. It's messing with me right now. Maybe I can just go in here. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to make this work. Let's see if this will work for me. Next. No, it doesn't work here too. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna do whiteboard, but I'll just do it with my, no, never mind, it worked this time. Okay, cool. We are good. I'll stop glitching out. I just now need to set myself up again. All right. You guys ready for some Mona Lisa drawings, eh? I know I'm ready to make a Mona Lisa. I think like I should make like some of these like drawings that I do like into NFTs. Like, what do you guys think? I know John generally takes pictures of them and puts them up, which is dope, John. Appreciate you. But what do you guys think? Like, do you think I should end up making these things into NFTs or what? Make some killer money, or maybe you guys should submit it, right? Okay, let's go. Assume. Oh, well, I really should have put this on a different, more in the middle. Assume the sale. Okay, cool. So we're gonna assume the sale here. And now, what does assuming the sale mean? All right. So what do you guys think? What does assuming the sale mean to you guys? Hit me up in the chat here. Let me know what you guys, when you first hear the words assuming the sale. What do you guys think? Because regardless of whatever business you're in, you should be assuming the sale. Let's just say that you're in retail, somebody walks into your clothing store, and are you supposed to say, are you interested in being here right now? That would be the weirdest thing. Like walking into a retail store, be like, are you interested in our clothes? Be like, yeah, I would imagine so. That's why I walked into your store, bro. Like, but that's the thing. Like in the ways, for some reason, we start changing our minds, right? So would that be assuming the sale? Asking them? Okay, I like that. Wishing. Speaking as if you already know they're going to buy. I assumed the sale yesterday. He was yeah, John, that sometimes happens. That's how you know. Sometimes you can assume all you want, but if the other person's under a different mindset, that's going to be a whole different other thing. That's too funny. No, we talked about that last night. Okay, so what assuming the sale means is having the mentality that you've already seen them purchase, that you already know that they're here, that they're a buyer, that they are somebody that wants to give you their piece of plastic and is ready to lock it down. Okay, so you already know, like you're just going over the logistics of it. Like you're just breaking down the business plan for them at that point in time. They're talking to you because they're already committed to giving you their piece of plastic. They're already committed to winning. They're already committed to a better life and they're ready for it. You just need to work out the logistics of how it's going to look for them and in their life. That's the mentality you should be going into with every chat, with every single person that you talk to, is having the assumption that they're there because they're ready to change their life. But so often we start saying words like this. Do not say these things. What do you think about that, Renee? Looks a little bit better, doesn't it? I'm improving every day. Guys, if you can't have fun with what you're doing, you shouldn't do it. Okay, so Do you think this is a statement that breeds do you think that's a statement / question that breeds that if you're interested, do you think that breeds confidence? Do you think that breeds like you're assuming the sale? Let me know, guys. Do you think that's a statement that would help that? Boom, exactly, Corey. Like so often we start overthinking it all the time, right? We start overthinking it. Like, how can I help you get to where you're, or like, what are the problems that, like, in a better way of saying that, Corey, would be like, what are the problems that you're currently facing in your life that's preventing you from getting where you want to go? So it's the same thing, because you're there, obviously you're asking that question so you can help them. But if you ask them what are the problems that they're facing, they're going to actually think about those things and be able to tell you. So it's not putting the onus back on them to tell you how they can, that you can help them. It's they're telling you what their problem is and you become the solution. And that is what you want to do, is the way that you can get on the same side as them and move yourself to the other side of the table is by finding out what their issues are and then working together with them that you have the solution. So that's a great ad there, Corey. I really appreciate that. Rosie, that's funny. It's so funny that so many people, they ask if you're interested. Like John sent me a voice note the other day and he's like, bro, like, what do you think of this voice note? I'm like, everything's good. Other than at the end of the voice note, it says, if you're interested. He's like, bro, I even listened to it. I couldn't even hear myself saying it because it's just so programmed into our brains that we say these type of things, right? We say these things like, if you're interested. And it's like, not if they're interested. I already know they're interested. So your next step is this, right? So instead of saying, if you're interested, say, this. I know. ... And like, I'll give you guys an example. If you guys look at Renee's content like 2-3 months ago, like there was a lot of maybe this will help for you in this content and everything like that. And if you're interested in all those type of things. So if you look at his content now, he states all the time, I know you're feeling this pain. I know you're having this issue. I know this is happening for you in your life. So we got to do this. So he's calling them directly out, but not in a way that it's like offensive. You're not calling people out like to offend them. You're calling them out because they're helping. You want to be their solution. I know that you're facing this, and this is what's helped me. So I'm going to help you the exact same way. And do you see how much more powerful that is? I know you are facing this. I have too. This was my solution. It will be yours too. So much confidence and so much assumption that you already know what they are. And they're like, yeah, you're right. That is how I'm feeling. That's right. That will. Other than like, if you're interested, I'm not sure if I'm interested or not. Like, I'll just come back. If I'm interested, nah, I'm not really feeling it today. Did you guys see those difference, right? Let me go through. You guys are blowing me up right now. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. And exactly, yeah, great feedback, guys. Awesome. Way to stay in touch, and I appreciate you, Renee, throwing that assist over to you, bro. So the next one is, let's do it. Do you want to? Well, does anyone ever really want to do anything? Like, honestly, like last night, I had some stuff to do. Middle of the day, I had to go buy my son a birthday present and stuff like that. I had 2 calls I needed to do for the rest of the night. And I'm like, man, I'm so tired. I'm just not feeling it today. And if the calls that I had were like, do you want to do this call today? I'd be like, no, no, I don't. but no one gave me any options. They just assumed I was going to jump on the call with them. And they're like, hey man, are you ready? I'm like, yep, I'm ready. Sent the link. And because they assumed that sale, I jumped on the call with them. But if they gave me a way out, I potentially would have taken that way out because there's now an option. They're giving people a pathway out instead of giving them the pathway to their success. And when you ask somebody, do you want to jump on a call? Well, no, kind of sounds like something that I'm insecure about. It kind of sounds like something I've never done before. That kind of sounds like, something that just doesn't make me feel great. So I don't really want to do that. No. And people will give you that honest answer because that's what you're asking. Like, do you want to do this? Because in the end of the day, they want success, but they don't know how to achieve it. So you're working within their paradigm, their reality, theirs, right? And that's where they are at. So because you decided to go from being the alpha to the beta and giving them all the power and everything in the situation, like, do you want to do this? They're going to say no. And then you're running on their reality, their decision-making, all of those things, which is obviously incorrect, or else they wouldn't be here today with you, right? So being able to change that over to like, do you want to, is we are going to. So we're going to go jump on a call next, because this is going to be the next step for you, or this is how I'm going to be able to help you out, or this is going to be the easiest way for me to give you that information that's going to get you to where you want to be. We are going to. So it's not like you're going to. So you're not accusing them of anything. It's not you. It's we. So you've put yourself on this side of the table with them, and now you're working together to create a plan. You guys seeing those differences, right? Instead of putting all the emphasis on them and their decision making, which is, as we know, all incorrect, or else they wouldn't be where they're at, and putting all the onus on you guys working together, that you know that you have the power, that you are the beta or the alpha, not the beta. Okay, next one is so what this one is if you could ... message me back. If you could, go do these things. If you could, blah, 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 blah. No, like, it's not that just needs to be completely removed from it. If you could be like, what's going on? Like, where are you at? You're supposed to be doing these things. Like, talking like an alpha, like, hey, like, why haven't you? Like, it's, let's just say, like, you're talking to somebody and they ghost you for a day, right? I never like, hey, if you could just message me back whenever you have a second, you just give me a call. You're putting all the emphasis back onto them to do things instead of you making it easier. So if you're trying to get somebody to add you as a friend on your friends list, like, it's not like, hey, here's my Facebook. Hey, just letting you know, I added you on Facebook. I added you, just accept my friend request. Not, hey, can you go add me as a friend on Facebook? No, like, don't give them extra steps. Make everything easy for the other person, but by partnering with them for their success, for their future, not putting all the work onto them, because nobody wants to do work, right? But it's your job to make things easier for them. And if you're making things harder for them now, do you think they're going to want to work with you later? So if you could message me back, that's such a weak statement. Such a weak statement. No, you're like, why haven't you messaged me back? You're in the power. I send like gifts, like there's little gifts of sitting in the rain, just sitting there because somebody ghosts me. They're like, I'm confused, or you're not getting my messages. Like, those are the messages that you want to send people, because you are in control and their actions are weird, not yours. Don't change who you are and your correct actions because somebody is having incorrect actions. Call them on their actions. And what will happen when you're a leader, when you call people on their actions, what will happen is down the road, when you go to ask them for their credit card and speak as a leader and all of those things, then they will be so natural. And it won't be weird, because if you've given them the control the whole way and then you get to the sales process where you're trying to get their piece of plastic, it's so weird if you try to like get aggressive at that point in time, or speak as a leader, or give them like steps to do and everything like that, because you haven't done it all the way through, and all of a sudden now you are. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Next one, and this is something I'm a victim of. Okay. Thanks for speaking with me or your time. And I'm a grateful person, and I'm sure you guys already know this from any interaction. I'm a very grateful person. I pride myself on my politeness, and sometimes it's just like I want to tell people how much I appreciate them because I know it makes me feel good. But if you tell people you appreciate them with the wrong thing and empower the wrong actions, that's not going to help you. So in this statement, thanks for speaking to me, or or thank you for your time. You're thanking them for their time, and they should be thanking you for their time, for your time, or thanking you for speaking with them. Like that's how it really should be. And putting the paradigm back onto them kicks you from being an alpha again, and you're needing things from them, and you don't want to have that. You can say it was great speaking with you. This was an awesome conversation. Those kind of things. Those are ways of like priding the conversation instead of priding just their actions. You want to pride both of your actions at the same time and line you both together. So that's what you want to be saying. Okay, Renee, it's getting worse, bro. Things like that. Okay, so that is what you want to be hitting. Okay, like awesome conversation between us. Great, I'm feeling great about where this is going. Future pacing it, partnering with them, going down that pathway instead of thanking them. They need to be thanking you always. Okay, because you're the one helping them out. Yeah, you need to discuss further on how you can help them. Yeah, exactly. And be accountable. Yeah, love it, Corey. Great. Renee, it's about an alpha and being a leader. They remember they messaged you, you didn't message them. I love it, guys. Renee, that is so true. And that's the way that you need to position yourself. And I feel like so often we miss that because you're just like, well, I really need you to be successful. And it's like, no, you don't. You don't need that person. You need to work with clients to be successful, but you don't need that person. They need you to be able to live a better life. You're the one unlocking their future and their potential. And if they choose to make the right decisions of working with you, then your life gets changed. So it's about helping them, not selling them, not thanking them, or any of those things. You need the gratitude. So that's what it should be. And that's awesome, Rosie. That's great gratitude practice right there. And I appreciate you doing that. And I appreciate you saying that. I really, really, really do. Okay, on to the next one. Sorry. I know these are getting a little bit longer. I'm just trying to put them all in. Sorry to bug you, or do you have time? It's not about them. It's not about you bugging them. Because if you're helping them, you should never be bugging them. So that's in your head and your insecurities. Because at some point in time, you've messaged some people, or people have messaged you and you felt bothered. So you feel like when you message other people, even if it's to help them, that you're bothering them. So you have to remove those things from your brain and be able to be like, no, I'm here helping them. If they can't take the graces of my time where I'm out here grinding it out to help them, then I don't want that person in their life. But that comes with confidence of knowing yourself and knowing where your purpose is. But so often we're just going through the motions of just messaging and going on to the next and focusing on just that next, just getting through the task. And that's what it's all about. If you're just getting through the task, you're not going to show up for anybody. You're not actually living with purpose, and you need to live with purpose. So not sorry to bug you, or do you have time to talk right now? It's text message. People will talk anytime. It doesn't matter. It's not like when you message them, you're looking for a response right away. That's not it. So it's not if they have time right now. I just message them, get through it. Don't think about your own insecurities and putting them in there. It's a very insecure statement, right? And it goes along with the ways of like asking them how their days are. It's a weak statement. It's a nothing conversation, and it just, you don't want to go down that one. You want to just be like, I hope you're having a blessed day. I hope you're having an awesome day, and then go into it. Let's just get into it. Let's stop having nothing conversations, because those are going to lead to tons of drop off. And I'm sure you guys have noticed it in your own conversations. When you put nothing conversations, when you put weak statements out there, people don't respond to it. So these are the things that you need to remove from there. And then last one I'll put on here is I'd like to. And why is this last one a bad statement that is not assuming the sale? I want to hear. Why do you guys think this is a bad statement? Because it kind of doesn't sound like it, right? We're going to go do something. It's because it's about you. I'd like to go do this, but like Renee said, it's an insecure statement. And Corey said that it's a maybe, because it is actually, Rosie, it is an insecure statement, or it is a bad statement because it is insecure and it's a maybe. I'd like to go do this. Instead of we're going to go do this, we go back up to the top to where I said we're going to, because this is all about you and what you like to do. And is that helping them? Does that matter to them what you would like to go do? This person does not know you, and you're here to give them solutions. So should you be talking about yourself? Do you matter in this equation, in the state of what you would like to go do? No, you don't. You don't matter. What you would like to go do, if it's going to sip margaritas on the beach or all those type of things, none of that type of stuff matters. Like the only time that it matters if you talk about yourself, if you're creating rapport in relation between the two of you guys, or you're like future pacing, like this is where I was and this is where I've been able to get to. So you're trying to put yourself on a pedestal and show them like kind of almost your testimonial, but just in words. Those things are cool. If you want to talk about you, but otherwise, like I'd like to jump on a call, and they're like, well, I wouldn't like to jump on a call. I'd like to give you this information. Well, I don't want to hear that information. That's what goes on in people's heads, right? So if you say, I'd like to do this, you're setting yourself up for failure. Don't do that. Say, we're going to go do this thing. This is what's about to happen. Just tell them, be that alpha. Like Corey said, let that roar go out, right? Like let your battle cry come out. Like we're going there, baby. We're gonna go win too, but together. So that's where you're partnering with yourselves. Okay. So I hope this helps. I don't know if you guys want to take a screenshot before I erase this or anything like that, just so you can give yourself some reminders of how amazing my art is and writing and all that good stuff. But if you guys like to take a screenshot of it, I'll leave it up here for a couple seconds before I remove it. But in the end of the day, you guys, like what you need to be doing is these are just steps to moving to the other side of the table. So when you assume the sale, you need to have that. And then all you need to do is, yeah, I can send it to you, to record. Or actually, Renee, since I'm doing this right now, bro, can you send that to her, please and thank you. Anyways, so what I was saying there is you know that they want to work with you. Okay, that's why they're talking to you. So these are the things that you need to have grace with yourself. Is you need to know that they want to work with you. So you've had the conversation. They would stop talking to you if they don't want to work with you. So have that understanding for yourself that, so I'm going to erase this. So Wish there was like a clear button. Oh, there is a clear button. I wish there's this. Oh, they have it. Oh yeah, let's try this one more time. Oh man, what is going on right now? I didn't even click any of these things. It's messing with me now. Need to know, what is this? What is even going on to us? I don't even know why it's doing this. Pen? I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm just gonna talk at this point. Ken, you ask, I'm sending this to you. Yes, yeah, I'm going to send this to you is one, yeah, for sure. So one good way is to like ask these things is like, do you mind if I hit you with some truth right now? Asking people, like presetting like the truth is like a fine thing. Like if you're going to be like sending them some stuff like that is like, or like hitting them with things that are abnormal to your guys' conversation, that is fine. Asking if you send this to them, are they going to book? Or are they going to watch it? Or are they going to do that? Is a good statement to put prior to like sending them a booking link or sending them a masterclass video or something like that. I never make things easy for people. I always want the commitment that they're going to go do things. So I don't just be like, okay, your next step is the masterclass. Here's the masterclass. Go enjoy. That's just being lazy. And that's just making it too easy for people. When things are too easy for them, they don't appreciate it, right? So if you say that, hey, like, if I send you this video, are you going to watch it right now? You're still talking from the alpha presence, and you're just making sure that you're not wasting your time. And they see that with that statement. If I send you my booking link for my calendar, are you going to book this? And they say yes, then you know they've made that commitment, and then you send it to them, right? And the great part about that is because they've committed to going to watch that, to going to book that in there. If you follow up with them in 10 minutes because you haven't seen an email come in because they're supposed to book their call, like, bro, like what happened? Is that link not working? I haven't seen you book a call yet. And then what do you do if it, so let me just finish this point and then I'll get into that. So you can call them on not doing it, or if you message them in an hour, be like, hey, how was that video? And they're like, oh, I didn't have time to watch it. You told me you're going to go watch it. I'm very confused right now. What happened? So you put it back on them. So they're giving you stupid answers or like incorrect things, and you can make them feel stupid then, but not like, you're stupid, bro. You ask them, I'm confused. You told me you're going to go do this. What happened? Like they feel silly at that point in time because they had silly actions, right? Or if they didn't go book the thing, be like, I'm confused. Is the link not working? And they're like, oh, I'm not sure if the link is working. I didn't click it. Be like, I'm confused. You said you're about to book it. What's going on right now? And they're just like, I don't know. I'll just go book it. That's how they feel because you held them accountable and there's no way out. They either have to give you honest answers or go take the actions. And you're guiding them to a better life, right? So if they say no, be like, oh, okay, sorry, I'm a bit confused. What's going on? And just go right to the confused. Because if they give you an answer that's off track, right? You don't have to play defense, right? The best way of playing defense is regaining control with the answer, I'm confused. Be like, oh, I'm confused right now. Why did you say no? I thought that's where we were going with this. Or, I'm sorry, I don't understand. No, I'm confused. And just leave it open-ended, leave it very vague, and let them give you the answer. Be like, oh, I was just joking, bro. Or, yeah, man, I'm sorry, I just don't have time right now, but I'm gonna go do it in like 3 hours from now. And you're like, okay, cool, man. I'll check back with you in 4 hours from now then. Or I'll hit you back tomorrow and we'll do it. So you're still partnering with them, but this is the business agreement that you've done. So there's no reason to ever take offense to anything that anybody does. And I'll give you guys some examples. So like my wife, she runs her own business, mobile spa, and she has a bunch of employees and stuff like that. Occasionally they ask questions, right? And through text message, you can't see what the people actually mean by the thing. So sometimes she gets questions like, hey, like, am I getting paid this for that? And it sounds like all this person cares about is the money, but they're just actually trying to figure out the logistics of it. So when you read it, it sounds like all they're caring about is money. And my wife's all about experience. She's just like, the reason why I run such a good business is because of the experience. So when I send you girls there, I don't want you caring about the money. The money will come. If you give it a great experience, you'll get paid fantastically. You'll get big tips. So don't care about the money. So she gets really kind of uppity when people start talking about money, not because money is a soft spot, but just because she wants people to focus on there. So when people ask her about those things, she kind of gets like uppity because, you know, that's not what she wants them to focus on. But until she asks the question, she doesn't know. But like, oh, okay, like, are you worried about how much you're getting paid, or you just want to know this information? Oh, I just want to know what I'm getting paid for this. It's not a big deal either way. I just was wondering. And it's almost 100% of the time, I'm just wondering. But what happens is we're in our own reality, so we put our own shit on this stuff, and you have to leave your shit at the door, and just only focus on them and helping them. So I don't know, Renee, did that help you out with that answer? Like just being like, I'm confused. Like, is that like, do you feel okay with that answer? Are you feeling good with that? Are you feeling a little bit uncomfortable? How are you feeling? Honestly, like with the sales team, I've been kind of pumping them to say, I'm confused so much more. I think it's one of the best statements to put out there in sales in general, because it really gives you back control all the time. So they say something that's off kilter, and you say, I'm confused, you're getting back control because now they have to explain themselves. But yeah, okay. So the things that you have to do to get yourself need to do so you can assume a sale and get to the end is making sure they want to work with you. So you want to make sure that you have some type of working relationship that you're like, yeah, I know they want to work with me. One, you have to feel every person that's talking to you wants to work with you. And if you don't have that feeling, you have to rise that necessity, rise that commitment, rise that conviction inside yourself. That's on you, not on them. Okay. And then you got to make sure, like with little questions, that is what they want to do. What they want to do, like that you are the answer to their issue. So what they want to do. And what they want to do is get out of the pain that they're in. So essentially, you just got to know that you're the solution to the problem. And Kellen says this all the time. Like he says we have no demographic because everybody wants to work with us. We're the answer to everyone's problem. And he's totally true. I mean, there's different ways of marketing those problems and everything like that. So that's a whole different thing. But we are the solution to everybody's issues. So you just have to know that and have that conviction inside yourself. And then the last thing is like seeing, making sure that you know this can help them. So you just have to make sure that you have all those locked down, and then you can sit on the same side of the table as them and continue to come down there. But it all comes down to asking the questions, rising their certainty, gaining the clarity, and creating that bond. Okay, so that's what I would like to see you guys all be working on doing and raising and crushing. It's not like you guys have been awesome today. I really appreciate you guys all for showing up. It's Saturday morning. You guys could all be doing other things. You guys all chose to show up here and like work on your business, work on yourself, and like really, really push yourself. And I think this was a great training anyways. I was pumped to go over with you. I even told Renee prior to this, I was trying to go over this. Yeah, guys, like these are the things that are going to help you get to those next levels. You show up to these things, you implement these, you will change your life, and you'll be able to change other people's lives within it. So this is awesome. I appreciate all you guys. Now you just have to go put this shit into action. So let's go put that stuff into action. Let's go crush the rest of October. It was funny. I told you guys yesterday morning, if you guys watch my replay, it's funny how the first 20 days of the last 2 months haven't been as like, but as soon as the 20th hit, the business has gone like this the last 2 months. And that's exactly what happened all throughout yesterday. So I can't wait to see more of you guys continue to win. So let's crush the end of October. Let's utilize these things and like really take life up to that next level. So I appreciate you guys. Have a great Saturday. I'm gonna go watch the Addams Family and celebrate my little man's B-Day. So enjoy, guys.